Hello friends, this is Lily, and today I would like to talk to you about Metatron, the Merkaba and Merkabah Mysticism. The word Merkaba means vehicle of transportation or chariot, and it refers to God's heavenly chariot, that is, the divine vehicle of transportation used by the Creator, his chief Archangel Metatron, and other heavenly beings. It is the Merkaba who transported Enoch and Elijah to heaven in their bodily forms. The Merkaba is also available to all of us. It is a divine energetic vehicle that each person has the ability to activate in order to journey beyond the physical world into other dimensions. The Merkaba is able to drive us to higher dimensions where we can encounter Source and thus regain our sacredness. When we are able to achieve that sacred encounter with Source, we find the divine in us, making us able to bring divine powers into this world and into our lives. That is, we then live in a world where love, healing, and miracles occur. The Merkaba, also known as the Metatron cube, is considered to be the pinnacle of sacred geometry. The Merkaba is formed by two intersecting tetragrons, one masculine and one feminine. These tetrahedrons spin in opposite directions, creating a vortex, which when activated allows us to access higher levels of consciousness, and in turn, higher dimensions. Reference to this chariot is found in the biblical book of Ezekiel. This chariot is viewed as a group of heavenly beings being led by a man-looking figure. The base of the chariot is made of four angelic beings called cherubim, or the four living creatures, or Hayot in Hebrew. The cherubim are described as having their bodies like that of a human being, but each one having four faces, that of a man, a lion, an ox, and an eagle, corresponding to the four directions the chariot can move: east, south, north, and west. Each cherubim has four wings. With two of their wings, they cover their bodies. With the other two wings, they spread them across the length of the chariot and connect with the wings of the angel on the other side. This creates a circle of wings, forming the perimeter of the chariot. Below the cherubim are other angelic beings known as the wheels, or ophanim in Hebrew. They are the ones that facilitate the movement of the Merkaba. There are also other beings, other angelic beings, called seraphim or burning angels, which power the movement of the chariot. There is an angelic being with the face of a man on the east side, looking up to the being with the likeness of a man. This being, with the likeness of a man, is the driver of the chariot and sits on a throne made of sapphire. Merkaba Mysticism. Merkaba Mysticism is also known as Chariot Mysticism. It is a mystic school which emphasizes on how to activate and ascend with the use of the Merkaba. The process involves meditating on the heavenly ascent through the spiritual realms or palaces until reaching the throne of God. It involves contact with great angelic beings, the divine councils, and even God himself, with an intention of gaining a closer connection with the divine and with getting insight into heavenly mysteries. Merkaba mysticism is centered on visions, similar to the ones found in the book of Ezekiel and the book of Hexalot or Heavenly Palaces. Merkaba Mysticism covers the description of the heavens, the angels, God's divine manifestations, and the double origin of human beings. The double origin of men refers to their physical and spiritual aspects. Merkaba Mysticism reappeared after the destruction of the Second Temple in Jerusalem in 70 AD. The main body of the Merkaba literature was composed during 200 to 700 of our Common Era, although later references can also be found in the Middle Ages. Books on the Merkaba and Merkaba Mysticism. We have the Book of Ezekiel, chapters 1 and 10 in the Judeo-Christian Bible. The accounts of the Chariot, also known as Maaseh Merkabah, is a major book on Merkaba mysticism, and it includes the hymns sung during the ascent into the Chariot. We also have the Book of Palaces, also known as Third Enoch or Hebrew Enoch or Sefer Hexalot, and it describes the ascent of Enoch to the heavenly palaces and the throne of God. It also describes his divine transformation into the Archangel Metatron. We also have the book called The Lesser Palaces, also known as Hexalot Sutartei, which details the ascent of Rabbi Akiba to the heavenly palaces and the throne of God. Another book is called The Greater Palaces, also known as Hexalot Rabbati, which details the ascent of Rabbi Ismael to the heavenly places and the throne of God. And we have The Flower of Life 1 and 2 by Drunvalo Melchizedek, which are very well-known modern books dealing with the Merkaba. Now I would like to talk to you about Archangel Metatron and his relationship with Merkaba. Archangel Metatron is the greatest angelic being who functions as the celestial vice-regent who ministers before the throne of God. Metatron resides in the seventh heaven alongside the Creator. He presides over all the other archangels and guards the divine throne. Metatron supervises the celestial liturgy and officiates over the heavenly hosts. Metatron guards over the tree of life and acts as intermediary between heavenly and lower worlds. Metatron is believed to be an emanation of Source, his Shekinah or divine presence. That is why Metatron is situated at the top of the Kabbalistic tree of life on the crown called Kether. He is there directing the Creator's living energy throughout the whole universe. He connects us with the divine energy of God, helping us to incorporate that sacred energy into our lives. He helps us achieve spiritual enlightenment. Metatron helps us bring a spiritual balance into all the different yet interconnected parts of God's creation. Metatron is the guardian of heavenly secrets, the holder and keeper of all of the esoteric knowledge, that is the secret knowledge of the universe, especially the teachings of Kabbalah and of Merkaba mysticism. He is the teacher of the secret knowledge of the higher dimensions. Metatron is the scribe of the Creator and writes all deeds in the Book of Life, or also called the Akashic Records. Metatron is the guardian archangel of our planet, who watches for our well-being. Metatron built the Metatron Cube, or Merkaba, from the depths of his soul. Archangel Metatron utilizes the Merkaba, also known as Metatron cube, for healing and clearing away lower energies. The cube spins clockwise and uses centrifugal force to push away unwanted energies. The Merkaba contains every shape that exists in the universe. Metatron was originally the Archangel Uriel, who is the emanation of God's wisdom and light. God then sent Uriel to incarnate on earth as the prophet Enoch, to extend his wisdom and light to mankind. Enoch's life pleased the Creator so much that he exalted Enoch to the position of the highest of the archangels and named him Metatron. Something extraordinary happened here, in that Uriel remained and remains existent on his own right, yet at the same time Uriel and Metatron work and are one at times. We may call upon Archangel Metatron to clear away negative energies. Also, when trying to grasp high-level esoteric and spiritual concepts, and when trying to communicate high-level concepts in writing. This channel is called Lily, Wisdom of the Merkaba, as I am very passionate about the Merkabah Mysticism and Archangel Metatron. It is my desire that Archangel Metatron, who is the keeper of the secret knowledge of the universe, guides us with his wisdom in all the topics we will share in this channel. See you next time.